These games ruin friendships. Or do they create them? That's what we're going to find out tonight. All of our favorite local couch co-op games. Maybe even some LAN co-op. I got to throw Unreal Tournament in there. Tonight on the game show, Local Multiplayer. What's up? This is BreakmanX, and welcome to the game show on July 1st, 2026. How's it going, Logan?
Doing well. After a bit of a delay, I got the NAS server to boot up for the first time, which is great.
That is very exciting.
Especially after my motherboard was missing screws, that was not fun. Finished editing a short at work as well that my EP was very impressed by, so that's going to be premiering next week. Yeah, it's cool. Coming up fast.
Fantastic.
Along with the feature that I colored. So yeah, doing pretty good today.
Lots of stuff. And Darria, how are you doing this evening?
This is going to be the highlight of my day. It's been a week. So I'm excited to talk with you guys.
I'm glad that you're excited to talk with us. It's going to be fun. I'm excited to talk to you guys as well. Welcome to the game show. We've been doing this since 2002, one of the first video game podcasts ever made. We ran for over a decade, took a long break, and came back in 2025 because we couldn't stay away. I'm BreakmanX, and every week I'm joined by a mix of the original crew and new blood to talk about the games we're playing, the news, shaping the industry, and whatever we can't shut up about. If you're into gaming, pull up a chair. You're in the right place. And if you noticed, for like the first time since we rebooted the show, I didn't have to do this during the intro, because usually I'm looking at the scenes and trying to click the right one, and then also trying to find where the mixer is and turn that down. I have a Stream Deck now, so I can just do it without having to do all that, which is super I can't tell you how awesome that is. But quick update before we get into things. Jack will be joining us. There's some soccer match that's being played. I don't know if you've heard of it. I don't know. They play it out of a cup, but it's a family event at the Burtons.
I know a lot of people who are watching it right now.
It's apparently a big deal. I've never been into soccer, but I appreciate those that are.
I used to play soccer, but didn't really get to by the time I could actually join a soccer team, I was already doing theater stuff, and I'd already done track instead of soccer. So, but I still have a love for playing it.
Well, very cool. I played it occasionally in PE in the front yard, but that's about it for me. I think I got into it in 94 for a day, but other exciting news for me anyway. I finally finished the NES video, which I'm super excited about. It goes live Friday at 5. Fenris watched it immediately because he's a collaborator on it, so he can watch it earlier, and he absolutely loved it. So I'm stoked for everyone to see it. It's definitely my favorite YouTube video I've made so far. So going to be pretty cool. Also, in site-related news, we're having a get-together next week. Holy moly. I can't believe it's already, like, next week. Or 2 weeks away. Excuse me. But we're not having the show next week. Oh, no, it is next week. I'm looking at the calendar wrong. Right? Yeah.
It is
next week. Holy crap. It's come so fast. So next week, you guys aren't invited. I'm sorry. It's BreakmanX game show, folks only. We're having our yearly get together on July 11th. So we will not be having a show next week. So we can prep for that. There is a documentary crew coming in to shoot us. Very professional. Logan, if you want to tell us a little bit more about the crew that's coming. Logan is the cinematographer on the crew. I am just answering questions. That's all I'm doing. They're running the show, especially Ava, the director. So, been a lot of progress recently. So, Logan, why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, we've got a good crew. We're just basically wanting to capture some new footage because we haven't. A lot of the footage is from back in the day, so we wanted to get shots of the current hosts being together. And like this has been an interesting doc because it started before the show reformed and then kind of inspired people to reconnect, which is how I ended up being both a cinematographer and a host of the show at the same time. But it should be pretty fun. I haven't quite done a shoot of an event quite like this before, so it should be an interesting challenge. But
well, as long as you have all the cameras on Darria all the time.
No. No.
I'll give that note to the cam moms.
Yeah. Yep. But they've got a professional gaffer and all sorts of folks coming in to shoot. It's going to be good. I tell you what, this doc, again, it was going to be like this short little thing. And now it's going to be a feature film. It's really grown. It's really exciting to see what you guys have put together. Logan, cinematographer, Aiden Replogle as the as producer, Jess Seidel, also producer and writer, and Ava Darmento as director. It's really like warp speeded. So it's going to be fun to see. Should be done, I don't know, within a year?
Hopefully. We'll see. We've said that before.
Got a couple editors, but excited to see how that turns out. And if you would like to participate on the game show this evening, you can leave a little comment there on YouTube. I do read them during the week. I've been responding to a lot of them this week. I've understood most of them, and 99.9% of them were nice. I don't get like why people would be mean to our guests. What am I supposed to say? Yeah, screw them. I like all the people we've brought on. So, only
I've
one
learned
comment.
a lot from the people that we've brought on.
Me too. Holy crap. And it's only one negative comment, but of course I give them a platform, so now we'll get more. But I appreciate that and all the new views and everything we're getting. Please like and subscribe. We're over 300 now, so fantastic. All right, let's get into the news. I'm going to go ahead and hit up the news here since Mr. Burton is not here. So, PlayStation is stopping disc production in January 2028. Quick change.
Which I saw that and I was really mad because I like having physical versions of things.
You will own nothing and you will like it.
Like I like, to me it feels weird when I don't have like a physical copy of a game. Like I know we have so many digital like free monthly games that we get, but like I miss having the tactile ones, like they have to put in and you actually get to keep.
Yeah. No, it wasn't good timing for them either, because the day before they also took 551 movies off the PlayStation Store. So basically, if you had purchased these movies, purchased, not rented, purchased, they're just gone from your library as if you never paid for them, and you will never get them back.
It's crazy.
And Terminator 2 Judgment Day is one of them. Now, supposedly it's like limited, I think, to the UK for now. But that before, hey, by the way, we're not going to make any more physical games, was not a good 1-2 punch.
No.
Terrible. And like, if you don't have the physical disc too, I mean, obviously there's the your game might get deleted thing, but also you can't like resell or let somebody else borrow your game either. It's stuck to your device.
I think they like that.
Oh, they do like that. That's probably what they're trying to combat with this, but it's still not very consumer friendly.
Well, and what's weird is Sony was the one when on Xbox One they announced that they weren't going to have, you're going to have always online connection. So you basically couldn't. The games would be registered to your device. You wouldn't be able to do anything. Sony was the one that then came out right after and said, we will not have you be always online. It'll be just like the old days, which forced Xbox to reverse course. And now they're like, just kidding. No more discs for you. So I mentioned this on the Discord, which you should join. But I just feel like it's a big, it's a big shift in the industry right now. We have the end of physical media. I'm assuming most of the other, if not all of the other companies are going to follow suit now that that's been enabled. Consoles are basically outside of the Switch 2 unaffordable now, thanks to inflation and cost rising and everything. PCs are also very expensive, but I don't know. That's a little bit of a different ball game, but still very expensive, way more expensive than they used to be. You have these mass layoffs coming across all the companies, including Sony, as we talked about last week, firing the Jason Jones, the co-founder of Bungie that wrote Halo's story, just right before his vestment was going to mature that he got for selling to Sony. No coincidence there. Yeah.
That's just awful.
It's really terrible. Sony is like basically like, hey, please don't buy our stuff anymore. I don't know. And I'm like a big PlayStation fan. So it makes me sad. But we'll see where it goes. I always have hope because sometimes things do change, especially I don't think the reaction to this has been positive. They potentially still want people to buy their stuff. So maybe they'll listen to the outcry.
The other thing too is like I think of is like licensed content, like I know like Lord of the Rings games or things like that, or Star Wars, or like if they end a license, are they going to take those games away too?
Oh, definitely, and that could potentially be one of the reasons that they're doing it, because that's one of the things they hate paying is those residuals, because then you can't pay your CEO hundreds of millions of dollars.
I just looked up a statistic. Apparently,
hopefully it's. Is it happy?
So the it's positive for. Well, it's more confusing, really. So the PS5 had a disc version and a digital version.
Right.
And the disc version sold 82% of the total PS5 models, and the discless is only 18%.
Sony took that data. It's like, yeah, let's take it away. No disc for you.
Like I wasn't gonna get a PS5 unless I could get the disc version.
I always get the disc versions. I don't know. It's. I don't see a whole lot of reason not to buy things on Steam now. If they're going to take away physical copies, you might as well go with the company that kind of didn't originate, but really made digital purchasing great. And as far as I know, I haven't had any Steam games disappear from my library.
They've been pretty good about. I mean, I know one example is like Rocket League. It was bought by Epic, and now you can't buy new on Steam anymore because it's all on the Epic launcher. But people who did buy it on Steam can still download and play it off of Steam.
See, there you go. That's nice. I mean, things get delisted, but you can at least still play the stuff that you bought. Okay, so more good news from Sony. They're also ending the PS3 and Vita store purchases this month, July 2027, or next year. I'm sorry, July 2027. which is not good. I've been buying the Cluster recommended. Well, I ended up getting it on Xbox actually because I was pissed at Sony, but Cluster mentioned the Midnight Club game where you can drive onto USC campus and ram the Tommy Trojan, which I did and tried out, and you can do it. So, yeah. IO Interacted layoffs due to the Xbox project cancellation. There's some more Xbox stuff. Let's just get into the Xbox stuff because it's kind of a mess right now. So Game Pass is basically in turmoil right now, and it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. But the Helldivers 2 boss said that the uncertainty is basically worse than anyone thought, and Game Pass is a complete mess. Microsoft, the Helldivers 2 boss said that Microsoft has quietly paused signing any new Game Pass deals, and devs deep in negotiations got the rug pulled out from under them, even without expectation. This comes after a rough year for the service, a price hike, a partial walk back, which they did. That was the positive thing. A leadership change and a day one Call of Duty getting yanked. New Xbox CEO Asha Sharma is also raising console prices $100 to $150 in August and blames RAM costs, driven partly by Microsoft's own AI data centers, among others. But come on, guys. Subscribe, by the way, they don't have to use water. They can use, that's not what we're talking about, but they can use other coolant, which we should force them to do. Less profit, but, more earth. Subscribers won't feel it yet since deals are already signed way in advance, but a freeze now means a thinner catalog in 2027. And then on top of this IO and Arcane news, the real question is, what is Xbox anymore? And we talked about last week how there's a lot of rumblings that Xbox is actually out there to sell themselves. And it kind of makes sense if you think about it that they would put Asha on this to basically drive up the value short term so we could potentially sell this brand we want to get rid of. Because if you go back to the early days of the Xbox, you had people that were Seamus Blackley, etc., that were super passionate about the system and pitched it to Bill Gates, who hated it, but then became super passionate about the system and spent like $500 million on the ad campaign, which was ridiculous at the time. The Rock unveiled it with Bill Gates, the obvious pairing. And it's just sad where it's at now. I mean, and what company is going to buy it? We talked about Apple, that'd be so, the Apple Xbox would just be so.
Maybe that would force them to have to support games on Macs, or more people to support Macs for games.
Maybe. They supposedly made some positive changes, but I don't know enough about it to talk about it yet. They have made changes,
but my brother runs Mac and still has a hard time finding any games he wants to play available for it.
I'm Linux 99.9% of the time now, and all the games run just as good, if not better. Actually, usually better, which is crazy. But yeah, we'll see where things go. Sega Xbox, AMD Xbox. I don't know what Xbox is. What company's going to have the financial muscle to get behind it? Because that's really the power that Microsoft had. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Xbox may be close to canceling the Blade game and shuttering Arcane. More good news. So here's some news that people might be interested in. I'm, again, not a GTA fan. However, GTA 6 pre-orders are now live. They open June 25th for the November 19 launch. $79 for the standard and $100 for $99 for the Ultimate Edition. The numbers are kooky. Supposedly they've already pulled in over $1 billion in pre-order revenue in the first hour, which broke industry records, and estimates put total pre-orders around 3 billion so far. There's also insider information that there's going to be a Switch 2 port, which is another one of those things Nintendo said they would never do, which was just to have a Grand Theft Auto game, but they had one on the DS anyway before, but Chinatown Wars or whatever. So GTA 6 is raking in the cash, digital cash, because you can't have physical. Yeah. Yep. So, and there's Switch 2 is going to get a hardware revision with a slightly improved screen. Right after Jess bought hers. I don't think it's going to.
This is why I wait.
I don't think it's going to be much of a difference. It's basically they're changing suppliers.
Oh, fair.
So I don't think it's going to be a massive difference. Also, Logan has some news.
Yeah, so the ESA claims that private Minecraft servers are now piracy. What what does that mean? Okay, Minecraft servers are distributed by Mojang themselves. You've been able to download the file to launch your own Minecraft server since the Minecraft server became a concept. And that is not piracy if it is being offered by the company. And their argument is that by allowing the users to control their own servers, the company is giving up control over the IP, which makes it which makes it piracy. And I don't know, I just hate that take. Like, it goes against, especially that take for Minecraft. That goes against like literally everything Minecraft is against. Because Minecraft is all about, creativity and personal expression and stuff, and like nobody really fully controls an IP. Obviously, you can bolt down the products that you sell, but as soon as it gets out there, the fans take that and run with it and build their own, like art or their own communities around the IP. And Minecraft servers are that for Minecraft. It's like a literal manifestation of it for Minecraft, and it's probably one of the biggest reasons why the game has had the longevity that it has. So if anything, it's benefiting the IP. I just hate that take. I
feel like they're personally attacking you is what I think is happening, because that's like your favorite thing, and it's just crazy to me. I don't know, everything's topsy-turvy right now. But when you said that you said something, it was like the users can control, basically stop there. They don't want the users to control anything.
Yeah.
The users are to use, and that's it.
Yeah. I find it strange though the ESA is making this claim for,
it's bizarre,
for Mojang. Like, that should be the prerogative of the company. That shouldn't be the ESA's job.
Well, and the ESA, when I first started going to E3 and first started being in the industry, the ESA was looked upon positively, at least among the journalists and things. It was looked at as the organization, because you got to think about, this is not too far removed from the violent video games debate. You had Jack Thompson around that time trying to end, all sorts of things. The ESA was like the group of lawyers that protected the video game industry and lobbied for the industry for good, or at least it seemed so at the time. So I don't know what has happened since, and like since E3 is gone, are they just like floundering, or I don't know, but what a weird thing to say.
Yeah, very much.
It's like, yeah. Okay, so tonight's topic, local multiplayer games. We did online multiplayer before. Now we're going to talk about local multiplayer. For this week, we were going to do a Zelda retrospective, but then it became apparent that no one had played the Zelda games yet. So we need to wait a while to do the Zelda retrospective, which we will still do. And this also gives me ideas for the BreakmanX game show party, because I'm still thinking of the games we're going to play. I definitely have some ideas, but getting a list of like everyone's favorite local multiplayer games will allow me to hopefully include as many people's favorites as possible and make Logan's footage more interesting. So
Yep.
So let's get right into it. And since Jess basically drove across the country and has not been able to unpack, which means she doesn't have her game show equipment yet. That's why she's not here tonight. And I'm saying that because I'm stealing one of hers that she had, because she made her list because she was expecting she would be ready. But so my first one is one of hers, and that's Smash Brothers for the GameCube. This I still think is the best. I love all the Smash Brothers, but I still think this is the best one. I have a feeling we're going to be playing it on the 11th. Probably determine how much food you get to eat. And but no, this game, it came out not too long after the GameCube, and I remember BreakmanX gave it to me for Christmas. She actually gave it to me early, like everything else. You know, she always gives me presents early. But I was super stoked to play it because it really hit the Nintendo nostalgia hard which I was really wanting at that time. After the N64, I was kind of I was really excited for what the GameCube was going to bring. And it's just such a well-balanced game that's still used in tournaments, and it's the fans, which some difficulty from Nintendo, as we're talking about Mojang, in terms of these tournaments, but the fans have really taken and run with it and made excellent tournaments and everything out of it. So, what about you guys? You guys like the Smash Bros. Melee?
Mm-hmm. I've never played Melee before, actually. What? I like Smash Bros. Yep. I didn't have a GameCube.
Well, you're going to play it on the 11th.
I've never played a real GameCube.
I was gonna say I didn't play Smash
we're
Bros.
We're
until I
the
got
young team tonight.
the Switch. So I'd seen other people play it, but I never actually played it myself.
I mean, it makes sense. But Smash Brothers GameCube, I still think it's the best one. Although the most recent one has Final Fantasy VII. So you
That's
know,
the one that I have now.
You know the GameCube's got to be good to beat that for me. So, all right, Logan, what's your first pick?
Yeah, I don't think this is a surprise, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the
Mario
Nintendo
Kart
Switch.
8!
Mm-hmm. Look, I haven't played World yet, but of all Mario Karts I've played, I think it is by far the best one. And the experiences I've had with my friends have been incredible. Very, very, very competitive. Very nearly friendship ending. And I've played it local multiplayer and also on Discord and stuff, and it's great both ways. And also, I think it's just an incredible value. You get with Deluxe, you get the standard number of cups that came in every other Mario Kart game, and then also the DLC from the Wii U, and you can get a whole double that amount if you get the DLC, which is $40, but that's less than it costs to get a full game, and you get a full game worth of tracks.
It's amazing. Crazy. That's the thing World needs to catch up with, is all the tracks, and to be fair, it took 8 a little bit to get all those too. So I think it will. But 8 is awesome. It's still probably the majority of my house's favorite over World, even though they've played World.
I think Nintendo was bold for doing what they did with World, because I think they realized that it's going to take a while for them to, it's going to take a lot to beat 8 at the formula that it has going for it, and they wanted to innovate. So, but I think it's going to take, from what I've heard about World, it doesn't seem to have the staying power that 8 seems to have had. But I think that maybe with another game or two, they can get an open world formula there.
The free drive thing on World is okay. It's not, it's kind of fun just to be like, I can go anywhere, but that's really where it ends. I like World better.
Sure.
Because I like the way it controls, and I love the music. The music in 8's fantastic too.
I love the music in 8 too. The big band sound is amazing.
And it gets very competitive in this house. I'm the least competitive one, because I don't, but everyone else gets pretty upset pretty quickly. Yep. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, we already did Logan. All right, Darria, what's your first one?
So my first one is Jack and Daxter Combat Racing.
PS2, right?
Yes. My sister and I would play this against each other endlessly. Sometimes my dad would play with us, but especially my sister, she put hours into this game, because there's a multiplayer track, and then there's of course the single player story track. But we just the different game modes you can do as multiplayer, so you're not just racing all the time. It's honestly one of the ones that I still I got for I think the ported version for the PS5 that they have on the store, and we played that together too. And I don't know, like it just never gets old.
Yeah. I still need to check that one out. You're the one that got me into Jack and Daxter in general. So I'll have to check. I'm sure I have it on my PS2 drive. But so exciting. Cool. All right. So I'm going back now to my favorite LAN party game, which is Unreal Tournament. And I'm hoping that we can play this on the 11th because they're
Really?
Epic has released it for free. There's a script that's very easy. You download the thing, it will download Unreal Tournament, install all the patches, and be 100% ready to go, LAN party ready. And it also is patched and updated so it runs on modern hardware because it came out, in the 1800s. But it will.
That's impressive.
Yeah, no, it's cool. They did it for Unreal. Regular Unreal, and they also did it for Unreal Tournament 2004. But Unreal Tournament is my favorite. I love Unreal Tournament, and that was the game when we did LAN parties. It was that usually, and then Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast were the two that we would usually play in the LAN parties. We had them at school, which was cool. Your Vision Tech, Logan, my Infotech, we would have LAN parties at school. Which was
nice.
Which was pretty cool. But mostly they were just at my house, and my parents were always worried that we were going to blow the breakers because this was back in the days of like CRT monitors, so everyone's monitor was taking way more power.
Oh my goodness! It would have
Yeah.
taken a lot to haul those monitors into the house.
Oh my god! Yeah, and PCs were also heavier too, so they weren't sleek. So, and also just getting everyone in that same room. And we'd have to set up a custom network because, that was before Wi-Fi. So we were just setting up like a router in the middle of the room, a hub usually. We'd trade video files, Dragon Ball Z, It was that time period. But anyway, Unreal Tournament, I'm hoping we get to play it on the 11th, as long as some people bring their laptop and then I've got a couple devices we can use.
Yeah, I can bring my laptop.
I can bring my laptop.
That would be awesome. Because I think you guys would like it. It's basically what every FPS after it plays like.
I got to see the origin of Unreal Engine.
Yeah, you should play Unreal, like not Unreal Tournament, but Unreal also is the same deal, and it works on Windows and Linux for sure. I'm not sure about Mac, but definitely works on Windows and Linux.
Well, I got a Windows.
Same.
So you're good, and it's cross platform. But I'll always go back. I have to tell this because this is my favorite LAN party story. But my friend Chris on the tower with my 5, because you can shoot, if you hold down the button, you can load multiple rockets. So 5 rockets coming out of my rocket launcher heading towards him. And like I'm watching his screen as he turns around, and I'd like see his face as he turns around on his monitor, and he sees the 5 button. He goes, "Oh crap!" Like that's one of the moments I wish I had. Because it was just like being able to see it happen was great. But all right, Logan, what's your next one?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go with Smash Bros. Ultimate. That is kind of my Smash Bros. Really prevailed while I was in high school and college. And boy, like there was a bunch of Smash groups, like tournaments that were formed around that game, and I remember everybody talking about all the new characters that would release for it because constant new characters, lots of interesting play styles you can choose in that game. Like I'm surprisingly good. Like I mentioned last week, I'm surprisingly good at the Duck Hunt character, which is something I can. It's crazy that exists in a fighting game, and Smash Bros. Ultimate made it happen. And like I had a roommate in college that had actually gone to a lot of Smash tournaments, and it was scary fighting him. he hadn't been in practice for a while, but he had trained his old self into an amiibo of Ganondorf, and that thing was no joke. That was a tough fight. Just a massive amount of value in Smash Ultimate for sure, and I love the graphics and the animations.
Yeah, no, it's great. I don't know how much of it is nostalgia for me for Melee. The only thing I'll say about Melee is that they do the tournament still, but Ultimate is awesome, and bringing all those different characters together is like ridiculous and so cool. I've never been that great at Smash Brothers. That's never been my thing, but
I'm not either.
I enjoy it. I had a friend that was really good with Sonic, and that's the most annoying. Well, there's other. That's an annoying character to be really good at because he's so fast and all over the place. He also was, like to let you know how good he was. But
I know this isn't a terribly difficult or impressive character, but I'm best at Kirby. I really like playing Kirby. Just
cool.
I love the clone.
I like Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Kirby as a character.
In Ultimate, I always play as Cloud.
Cool.
Because he's there.
Yeah.
So I imagine we'll be playing some Ultimate too, because you can. I've got the Switch Joy-Cons.
Cool.
To go. How many can you play in that? 5, 6?
I think play 8.
So you need to bring some Joy-Cons because I don't have 8.
I have Joy-Cons. I've got a Switch 1 with Joy-Cons, and I've got a Pro controller.
Okay. Well, those two will get us up to 7, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, cool. Awesome. And Darria, what's your next pick?
I know I've mentioned this one before, but Activision's 1999 Space Invaders. As like a little kind of just descriptor, they kind of rebuilt the game from the ground up, fully colored and modeled in 3D. And again, like you go from planet to planet, and like there's like 10 different levels, leading up to a boss on each planet. And again, the reason this one is like, so I always come back to it and still like to play it is, I always played it with my dad. So, I'm trying to get like, now that he's kind of like retired, I'm like, you can play games now. I was like, you can have fun with these things again. So,
hopefully you get to play with them.
Yeah, but no, these, I've tried to find like other ones that kind of, other versions of Space Invaders that kind of are similar to that one, like the kind of feel that I got playing it. But I don't know, I haven't really found it, and I wish I could play it on another
device.
Yeah, another device.
You might be able to, and you shouldn't because it's illegal, but emulators, sometimes you can play networked multiplayer. Like you could set it up on your dad's computer, and even if you're not in the same room, you could play. I haven't done any of that with PlayStation. Mecca and I played Breath of Fire 3 together, but I can't remember exactly how we did that. It was also a millennia ago. But all right, on to my next pick. Mario Kart World, which is the newest Mario Kart. I like the way it plays. Going back to 8, which we do go back frequently. I just don't like the way it plays. No, that's not true. I like the way it plays. I like the way World plays more. I like the drift mechanics and all that. It's probably my favorite of any game outside of Outrun 2. And it's just a lot of fun. The tracks are really cool. They look nice. And the music in that is like Nintendo Music has been adding the tracks, and they've been adding them kind of in playlists. So like if you want old Super Mario Brothers tracks, they have like a playlist for that. And if you want, whatever, they have a playlist for that, which is nice because they have some deep reaches there, some deep cuts of games and music in there, which I really appreciate. So, and Logan, what's your next one? Oh, and looks like we're gonna get a Jack Burton here very, very soon.
So my next pick is Brawl Stars, which is a ragdoll fighting game. I've mentioned this before. Introduced to me by, of course, it was this friend. It was Fred, and basically, you have a lot more granular control of your character. Like you can control different limbs and stuff with different buttons on your controller, and you're trying to like grab the other characters and throw them over the ledge so that they fall off the map. And you can like punch and grab onto objects. So like as people are pulling you, you can be like hanging onto a ledge of the map and like wrestle, like get caught between things. And the maps are really creative. Like there's an aquarium with a giant squid in the middle that'll like reach out and throw things around and like pick up characters and drown them. and like high-rise buildings and all kinds of different stage hazards that are really fun to play with, and it's all physics-based. So it's a really goofy, fun game to play.
Well, it sounds fun. I never played it. I was looking it up. It looks interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. It's something that you do get competitive, but I'm impressed if you're competitively good at it. I know a few people that are.
It's going to be interesting to see some of the people that are coming to our party are competitive. One of them is in this area here.
Yeah. I am.
Yep.
A wee bit.
Oh, a lot bit. And it effuses from every pore, which is great. But you're not the only one, so it's going to be interesting. Jack is also pretty competitive. And maybe we'll discover that others are as well. I don't know.
Maybe. Do I need to have Battlefront 2 installed on my laptop?
If you want to see Darria get very angry, yes.
Stop.
I mean, actually, that's not true. She might beat you really badly.
I haven't played it in a long time.
Her and BreakmanX had a row.
Would play. We didn't have a row.
Well, I just remember walking downstairs and it was like so quiet. Like it was like you could cut the tension with a knife, and you were like
focused.
You were sitting there and your face was getting red because you were angry.
I was not angry. I was focused.
You looked angry.
I don't get angry easily.
Oh no! I picked the wrong game. I sorry. This is a tangent. I said the wrong name. It's not Brawl Stars. That's a mobile
okay.
game.
It's not a phone game.
It's not a phone game. It's a Switch game. Now I need to double check what the name of it is.
Well, when you know,
I'll come back to you.
Yeah, we
that.
can come back to it. We'll go to Darria. No, I'm not. It's a good thing that you get into the game, Darria. I'm not trying to say anything bad.
No. I just, but no, I actually haven't played that in a long time. So I think I do still have it installed though.
What's your next pick?
My next pick is this one. My sister and I would play. She had an Xbox 360. She very much liked to say that it was her Xbox because it was given to her.
Microsoft's going to take it back here in a day.
But we played War in the North, a Lord of the Rings co-op game, and I didn't actually know this, but you could do online co-op, but we just did the local, and we just progressed through the story. You can play it single player or co-op, but especially like after getting like really into Lord of the Rings and having kind of those games to just further like be immersed in the world, it was a lot of fun. And like we'd have to take turns being like certain characters, because you were either the man, the elf, or the dwarf. And of course we both wanted to be the elf, but
Of course.
But no, it was a lot of fun, and I actually like would like to revisit playing that one as well. I think that's another one that they had. It's the license issues with, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think that was why it's not on some newer
Platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
I
right.
discovered the name of that game. It's called Gang Beasts.
Gang Beasts?
Yes.
Wow, that game does not look anything like what that title prepared before.
I know. That's why I have a hard time remembering that title, because it's very incongruent with the art style.
Now I'm more interested. On sale.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It's a fun time.
It's on sale on Steam for $8 at the moment.
It's worth it at that price.
Man, that art, I was not expecting that at all. I didn't know what I was expecting, but just not the little teddy bear guys.
Yeah, those are little rag dolls that can barely stand up without you.
Nice. All right. So my next pick is Double Dragon 2, which I know I've spoken about before on the show. but I can literally, and there's actually a picture of this room on my NES video that launches Friday at 5. So you can see this room if you want. But I can remember waking up on my birthday that first grade year and going downstairs and playing Double Dragon 2 multiplayer, like for EVs, and getting stuck in the weird platformy stuff. But absolutely love that game. Lots of fun multiplayer. And but my favorite part about it is when Jack Burton appears. Hey, Jack.
Hey, how's it going? USA, USA, USA.
Welcome.
Oh man, what a game!
Yeah, how's it going? Tell us about it.
So I not to be a just to have this be your FIFA World Cup update, but US won 2-0 over Bosnia and Herzegovina. Had to play 2 teams at once.
Dang.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was like,
What? That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen.
No, so they had to play Bosnia and Herzegovina. They got up 1-0. There was a red card that was questionable. The U.S. had to play down a man for the last 35 minutes of the game. Ended up getting another goal off of an amazing set piece in the second half after they were already down a man, and just closed it out. Got a 2-0 win. Now they get to play Belgium on Monday night. I am very excited. This was such a fun game to watch, and just I tell you what, man. This keeps going. The U.S. really is going to be a soccer nation here pretty soon.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you had a good time, and I'm glad to go America. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I missed the first half, 45 minutes of the show. My parents surprised me and my wife and showed up. They're like, "We're going to watch the game with you." I was like, "Cool." All right.
I think you've been on about as many shows as I've been on, so I don't think you need to apologize for missing that half hour.
That's still so bad because it's like, yeah, all right.
But yeah, you missed the very beginning. My NES video is done finally, so I'm stoked for that to release Friday at 5. So you should check that out. That's why I'm talking about all of
excited
NES.
to see it.
It's fun. It's fun. And there's a picture of you in it. Actually, there's Jack Burton appears. I just remembered. So, okay. Well, Jack, since you haven't been here, why don't you go ahead and hit us off with one of your multiplayer picks?
Oh man, one of my multiplayer picks. So let's see. I have a whole bunch, and I didn't even get to finish my list. Today was pretty busy, but I'm gonna say, in case it hasn't been said yet, Nidhogg for the PC. I don't know if anybody has played Nidhogg, but it is a really fun, like, one-on-one battler. It looks like an Intellivision game, but it's essentially a fencing game, and you just go from screen to screen, battling each other, and there's like 3 screens in each direction, and the goal is to push your opponent farther off to the, or not to push your opponent, but for you to run to the other side of the screen and get to the last screen and get to the edge of the screen where the Nidhogg, a giant the worm earth, or like the end all of gigantic worms. I'm not sure exactly what the Nidhogg is, but the Nidhogg just eats you both, and that's the end of the round. And it's such an awesome, absurd game, and it's so simplistic. It is an amazing just distillation of couch co-op multiplayer. Or not co-op multiplayer, but just couch multiplayer. And, you know, as a fan of fighting games, it's a cool little alternative to some of those.
Cool. That sounds fun. And another thing that we're doing with this list, because it was the Zelda thing, but we switched it out because this is helping to give me more ideas of games to play on the 11th. So I'm stoked for that. But all right. So now I'm completely lost in the order. I did Double Dragon 2 and then Jack went. All right, so we're at Logan. Logan, what's your next pick?
So, already mentioned earlier in the show, Minecraft. Just to spike
They're taking it from you, Logan. They're taking it.
No.
Your door's gonna open right now. Gonna come get you. Okay.
Multiplayer mode. And boy, was it fun having LAN parties on the LAN multiplayer mode in Minecraft back in the day.
It's the only way you can do it now.
They will never take it away from us. Specifically, Aiden had some birthday parties that are pretty crazy. They were like sleepover, and it was basically entirely Minecraft, and we would play on LAN worlds and play a lot of mini games. Like the crazy thing about the ESA saying this about Minecraft is that like it's got an entire community that shares maps and stuff with each other, and you can get some pretty iconic multiplayer minigame maps to play with your friends that you can play on LAN. Like Monster Industries was our favorite, which is basically you would send monsters over to the other side, and like your goal was, it was a tycoon game, so you would generate money and then use the money to send monsters over to the other side to kill the other team. And when you reached a certain number of points for killing players, you won. And there was other games we'd do, like, you know, various parkour challenges and hide and seek, and some of our own stuff too, where we'd open up a world and just like try to hunt each other down or build things or whatever, you know. It was just a lot of fun.
That sounds really cool.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I would if everyone wanted to, I would participate in Minecraft LAN party.
There's a comment. Yeah, Minecraft LAN party would be fun. There's a comment that says, "Wait, they're taking away Minecraft multi from?"
He said Murica
JBE.
first.
Murica. Sorry, but this is timely. JBE158.
Yeah, get it.
They're not, as far as we know. No, they're not taking away Minecraft multi. This has nothing to do with Mojang. This was what the ESA said in the recent court hearing. They said that Minecraft servers are a form of piracy, and like it seems like almost nobody agrees with them, and
including Mojang.
About that, yeah, you can hear about that earlier in the show if you go back and watch the news segment. But yeah, it's a baffling take.
Yeah, it sounds like people that don't know what they're talking about. They think the internet are tubes, probably.
Yeah.
Series of tubes.
Series of tubes. All right, Darria, what's your next pick?
My next pick is Namco Museum Megamix for the Wii.
Ooh,
Sweet.
yeah.
Nice.
Lots of really, really good ones on there, but my favorite was the Pac-Man Galaga remix. And yeah, you just get to like follow him along this little like pipeline and shoot a bunch of the little characters, like the little Galaga ships. And it's like, I know I played through it like on my own, but that was another one that my sister and my dad would like play to, like, we played to get through all the worlds, get like everything unlocked, and it was a lot of fun. There are some other ones on there as well. I think there were a couple other ones we played, but that one by far was the one we revisited over and over and over.
That's awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
I love a lot of those Namco classic games.
I had that a lot for the PlayStation. I think it was 2. But they're like Namco Museum like discs. I can't remember if it was 1 or 2.
PS1.
Okay, PS1. Okay.
Yeah.
Because like I had everything in our like little like CD sleeve, and I couldn't remember if it was which one.
You could find NAM and O. It was very, very tough to find C, and that was volume 4.
Gotcha.
I tried to find all of them, and I could never find a 4.
But see, I have 2 of them. I have to see which ones they are, but yeah, we kind of like I played it on that and got to play some of those again and that
nice.
In the Megamix.
This is the PS1 version? Is that what we just
the one that like the Namco first one I played was the PS1 version. But the one that I was talking about is the one.
Is the Wii version. Okay. Again, planting seeds. All right. My next one, I'm going to skip one and I'll come back to this one because I wanted to talk about this because I briefly mentioned it last time. I had a couple minutes and admittedly not much time, but I played most of the versions of NBA Jam TE and then Hang Time on the N64 this week. So NBA Jam is my pick. because I was trying to figure out which version was my favorite, and I was like, well, the Saturn version is supposed to be the best, so I played that. The Saturn version is great, but it has some like weird. It's not like there's a little bit of latency. It's not tight like the other versions are. And then the arcade version, of course, is awesome. But honestly, and this is crazy, but my favorite version is the Genesis version. And it's probably it's because the one I played the most. It has music. The SNES one doesn't have music. The SNES one's the only one that doesn't have music. But in terms of like how tight the gameplay is, I felt that one was the tightest. Like it had the least latency. It moved the quickest. And after playing that one, it made all the other ones feel a little bit slow. Obviously, it doesn't have the best graphics. I think like if you're going to be objective, the arcade's probably the best one. It's the original. But my favorite one is the Genesis. And I still remember the day we got, because I'd never played the arcade game. I played the Genesis first. A friend was over and it just like went in the Genesis and we played it forever. And my friend got really mad at me because he's like, all you're doing is dunking. And I was like, well, it's called NBA Jam. But no, I love NBA Jam. And I still think it's awesome. I had never played the On Fire edition, the 2010, 2011, whatever game that came out. I bought it apparently and never played it. But I downloaded it this week. That one's pretty good too. I actually like that one quite a bit.
Really?
I still take Genesis.
I never did play that one.
It's better than I thought it was. I mean, it's still that thing where they're taking an old game and they're like trying to layer a bunch of stuff onto it, so it becomes a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. But the base gameplay of like running around and dunking and stuff is, and Kobe's in it, so
yeah.
There's a patch for the arcade version that puts Jordan back in it because they sent Jordan and Shaquille and Charles Barkley versions of it with them in it since the actual game didn't have it in it. So, but you can put it back.
Barkley's in it.
Well, they took him out or something, didn't they?
Nah, he's in the first version. I would play as Barkley all the time.
Okay, in the console version.
He's definitely in the arcade version. I would imagine he's in the home version too. Then
I'll have to look it up because he's
my go-to. It's always
Barkley's awesome.
Yeah, it's always Barkley and Dan Marley. That's my combo.
He was removed from. He was removed from NBA Jam. He was in it initially, and then they removed him because he chose not to re-up his NBA Players Association thing. So I guess it depends on which version that you got. But then Accolade licensed his Accolade then licensed Charles Barkley and did Barkley Shut Up and Jam, which
I remember that.
Yeah. Did you shut up and jam?
No, I was not that big of a Prince Charles fan.
Yeah. No. But all right, Jack, what's your next pick?
So my next pick, I'm gonna stick with the fighting game theme. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Call me a sucker, but like anytime I get a chance to throw down with a fighting game, whether it's on a console or an arcade, I'm gonna take it. And Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo left me and my friends just playing constantly for, I don't know, a better part of a year and a half towards the tail end of the Super Nintendo's life cycle. Until we really got into GoldenEye, I think Super Street Fighter 2 was the thing that we all played while we were waiting for the N64 to come out.
For sure. Yeah, that's a great pick. That Super Nintendo was most of my Street Fighter career. And it's crazy they were able to. That's the one that has all like Fei Long and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's got all. That's the one with all 16 characters. Yes,
it's crazy they fit all that on an SNES cart. So maybe we'll have to play it on the 11th. So all right, Logan, what's your next pick?
Yes. So my next pick is 1984.
Yeah.
Not 1984. 1941. Sorry, different year.
I somehow knew what you were talking about, which is weird.
Yeah. I mean, how many other Well, no, that's
George Orwell's video game.
Yes.
That'd be a fun game, although we're kind of playing it now.
Fun game. Somebody should hop on that. Anywho, 1941. Rare arcade game that wasn't a fighting game. It was a shoot 'em up that was like co-op at the same time. I remember most arcade games that I would play, other than fighting games, were you'd play a round and then the other player would play a round and you would compete for points. But this one, you were on the same team and you were flying planes together, shooting at the myriad of enemies going, and it's a blast. Like that's one of my favorite co-op arcade games to play, just because, you know, being with your partner and then the amazing visuals and music that are going on and the chaos on screen, like it's a good time.
Yeah, that 1941. I mean, when Capcom released the CPS-1 and 1941 came out, I was just like, oh, here we go, because they did it with Final Fight, and then they ended up doing it with 1941 also, like co-op games. Capcom had a stranglehold on them after that. And yeah, 1941's not extremely prolific, but it is certainly one that takes a huge leap over the already excellent 1943 and 1942.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very cool. And Darria, what's your next pick?
My next one is Tetris Worlds for the PS2.
Ooh.
That's another one like that. Like you can play up to 4 players in the split screen mode. And I'm trying to when we were younger, my dad, my sister, and I really did a lot of like more of those like local multiplayer games. And Tetris World, I think that's why I love Tetris so much. It's because we played that so much. Like I have Tetris on my phone. Like I like honestly, the multiplayer aspect of it was probably my favorite part. Because I like doing like the different modes and whatnot, but there's just something about being able to like. I am competitive, but like to play against other people. So
there's nothing wrong with being competitive.
Oh, not at all. Especially competitive Tetris. The more and more I watch of it, is like one of the purest forms of competition. Like forget chess. Like I want to see competitive Tetris.
I think
all day long.
You two are the most competitive of the group.
Maybe.
Again, nothing wrong with
it. One of the things I was going to say, Darria, have you picked up Tetris Forever?
I have not.
Tetris Forever, I think, has some multiplayer component to it. I don't think it's couch, but I'm pretty sure it has some. I'm gonna go peruse the Steam store here real quick.
Okay.
Tetranet.
Yeah, Tetranet was really good.
Tetranet was awesome.
Really good.
Did you guys play Tetranet? Jack
yeah,
did.
It does have split screen multiplayer.
That is awesome.
And you can each play your own version of Tetris. So like one person can play like the original, one person can play like the NES version, or not the NES, but close to it.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
What is this? Tetris Forever?
Tetris Forever. Yeah, it's part of the Digital Eclipse what do they call it? The Gold Master series.
Oh, and it's 50% off on Steam right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a heck of a deal.
Switch. Can you get the?
This looks pretty cool.
A physical edition for Switch?
I think you can find a physical edition. Yes.
Oh my God! They have the Apple II version. I haven't
every single one except for the NES one. Pretty much.
I haven't seen that Apple II version since like I was in grade school. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like they've got the original, the Game Boy. Like it's all in there.
Oh my goodness! I may have to pick this up. I love Tetris.
I'm gonna say
seems like we might need to play it on the 11th, because now there's like at least 3 people here that love it, and I like it. Okay, so
if this thing has the arcade version, I will 100% be buying this.
I'm gonna say I have on my phone.
There you go. Nice.
Yep. Level 1161.
Dang.
So
Nice. All right, back to me here. I'm gonna go back to my pick, which was TMNT 2, the arcade game for NES. Still my favorite TMNT multiplayer game. I know not the most popular pick of those, but I just have so many memories. I love the music in it. The music in it is really great. I like the gameplay. I like the way you can attack with the 2-button attack more than I like the attacks in the later TMNT games. But don't get me wrong, I love all the TMNT games. They're all phenomenal and like some of my favorite games. But the second one is great. And you get a free pan pizza with purchase.
That's true. Yeah, you did.
So, all right, Jack, what's your next pick?
All right, so I'll switch things up a little bit. My next one is actually another Double Dragon game, Double Dragon Neon. I don't know how many of you played Double Dragon Neon when it came out for the Xbox 360 and the PS3, but it is a throwback version of it's made by WayForward, so they specialize in like a lot of retro game resurrections. Music by, I want to say, Jake Kaufman.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure Jake did the music for that. I'll have to go double check now. But it's like completely over 80s-ized and it looks amazing. The co-op in that game is fantastic. What's really cool, because it is so 80s coded, whenever you die and you run out of lives, or no, even before you run out of lives, when you die, your partner can go over and like try to resurrect you, and you do it by basically tapping by rotating your joystick controller in a circle, and like the on-screen image is you basically putting a pencil into a cassette tape and like rewinding it. It's pretty fantastic, but like the music's incredible. The gameplay is a lot of fun. There's actually some light RPG
off.
Yeah, there's some light RPG elements to it. As couch co-op Double Dragon games go, it is my favorite. If you're gonna let me play a Double Dragon game, that's the one I want to play.
Really? Cool. Well, now I want to play it. I have it. I think I bought it years ago when it came out.
I know I repurchased it for PC when it got released on Steam.
Yeah, I should buy it.
Man, I gotta look up.
It got logged out of my phone Steam now, so now I gotta log back into that because that's
you have Steam on your phone.
Yeah, because that's you do the QR code. It makes
it is.
Oh,
it
yeah,
is.
good point.
And it was Jake Kaufman. Another banger of a soundtrack.
I do have the soundtrack. Have it on my Plex server. So
I mean, the fact that they made Skullomania basically the boss, and he sounds exactly like Skeletor, was chef's kiss. Just great.
Very cool. Now I want to play it more. All right, Logan, what's your next pick?
Yes, so Mario Kart Wii is next on my list. I cannot believe I was ever actually good at this game. This was my first Mario Kart back in the Wii era, obviously. And like, I started off terrible. I would get 11th and my brother would get 12th every time we'd play the game together, but we would have fun doing it. And then enter like youth group, and I start playing Mario Kart Wii every Sunday, and I actually get pretty good. And I'm playing with like the wheel, and then I could consistently get first on like 150cc playing with anybody, or in the top 3 or so. But coming back to it now after I've adapted to controller on the Switch, it's like, what the heck is going on? But man, I still have a soft spot for it, even though I can't really play it competitively at this point, because it has a really chaotic like item layout for your power-ups, and the blue shells are kind of relentless in that game. There's just something about it. It's got a special kind of chaos.
Cool.
That's what I mean. Mario Kart in general is always chaotic. Mario Kart Wii was the one that I never really got into. Like that was just that's the blind spot in the series for me.
You could do this.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's exactly why I kind of stayed away from it. And just like,
you don't have to though.
I'm okay. I know you don't have to, but still, by the time that came out, I was just like, you know what? I'm kind of okay with motion controls.
that was
We can
the
figure something
only
else
Mario
out.
Kart I was exposed to at the time, so I didn't know there was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was the first console and only one I had up until the Switch.
I pretty much had the same opinion of Jack until I think it was Weezer Jedi forced me to play it at my going away party, maybe, and I ended up actually it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's a pretty good Mario Kart.
And it's got some of the most iconic tracks in the series.
I'll have to check it out again once I get my Wii out. But
You've definitely played the tracks because they're in like every Mario Kart after.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So cool.
Moo Meadows, man.
All right. I'm gonna go with Dr. Mario next because I play it every Friday. So because I play it so often, I better put it on this list. I'm not very good at it, and puzzle games in general are not my thing. But I've gotten addicted to it, and I like the music.
That's fair.
Chill is my jam.
I think the music is not quite as good as NES Tetris, but still, I think Chill is my favorite of the 2 or 3 they've got on there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Jack, what's your next pick?
Man, so let's see. I think my next one that I want to talk about. Let's go a little bit newer. Jackbox Party Pack. And I don't care which one we're talking about. Any of the Jackbox Party Pack games. Each one, the latest one has some real hits on there. I know the other ones kind of like there's like pick and choose, like you get 1 or 2 in each one that are really, really great, and the rest are just kind of there filling out the rest of the roster. But you give me a group of friends, maybe a few drinks, and your phones, and man, it becomes wild real quick. You get to it's like playing Cards Against Humanity, but not quite as relentless.
So
yeah.
So what drinks do I need to provide?
Ooh, I mean, if we want to have a really fun time with Jackbox Party Pack, alcoholic usually does the trick, but
Sure.
we can make do with whatever.
Non-alcoholic would be nice to have as well, though. I'm not planning on drinking.
We'll have both for sure, but we need to have a Jack corner, and break. In Darria, for sure. Hard cider.
I do like hard cider, but
I
I do like the sweeter stuff.
Okay.
So
Whiskey for everybody. I'm bringing whiskey.
I have some pretty good whiskey.
I do like margaritas.
Nice. We'll see where we get.
We'll see where we go. There is a liquor store down the street.
Jackbox Party Pack, anyway, even without alcohol, it is a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things to play whenever my friends are around.
I feel like in like 20 years when I'm doing some sort of mashup of the game show, even without alcohol, is going to be part of that mashup. I don't know why, but I just feel like it's going to be. But all right, that's Logan, what's your next pick?
Yeah, so I'm going to say King of the Castle. I don't know if I mentioned it here before, and technically it's a streaming game, but my friends and I found out how to play it local multiplayer. We just hooked up a computer to the TV and all joined on our phones, and it was a blast playing in the same room on the couch with each other. And essentially the premise is that there's one player who is the reigning monarch over the kingdom, and everybody else is separated into these provinces. And you all are managing your provinces and are colluding to try to find out how to take over the throne for yourself. And there's a lot of like backstabbing and making alliances and strange, disasters that throw kinks into everybody's plans that happen. And we told it's really fun for improv. Lots of improv potential, especially if you're playing on the same couch together. And we told some weird stories, one of the villains in the last campaign we did ended up inventing the sandwich in their quest to take over the kingdom. So,
I could see how that would take over the kingdom.
Yeah, almost got it.
Nice. All right, Darria, what's your next pick?
Guitar Hero.
Nice.
Good pick.
That was another one that we played like incessantly. But the one that we had, the first one that we had, was the Aerosmith one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that I don't think it'd been a long time until we got like a different version. So that was the one that we primarily played over and over and over. And yeah, still some of the catchiest ones are. It was actually something really weird with. I don't know what it was, but there was one song where it would just keep going and it wouldn't stop. And we actually had to like shut the whole thing down and like restart the game.
On the Aerosmith one?
Yeah.
Was it like Toys in the Attic where it just kept going, toys?
Oh, let me think. Hold on. I think it's. Let me look at the list of songs. As soon as I see it, I will.
Sorry, not trying to go down a rabbit hole, but
no, you're fine. Oh, Dream On.
Oh yeah.
Can you just hear that over and over and over? I don't know why I did it, but we'd have to restart the whole thing.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
That'd be a thing.
But
fun though.
Still like to take that out.
All right, my next one, I'm going to skip again and come back maybe, but Contra and then Contra 3 are some of my favorite multiplayer games. Contra 3 probably being my favorite. Contra 1, I don't know. They're both great. They're both good. They're both really fun. Contra 1 honestly probably comes out on top just because it's a classic for me, but Contra 3 is one of my absolute favorite SNES games. It's so much fun. And playing that game together can be great, but also really irritating if the other person doesn't really know what they're doing. They keep falling down the thing, especially in the alien fly level. You can keep falling down and draining lives. And I think that's one of the ones where it starts taking your lives if they die. But in the Japanese version,
you can steal lives in that one.
So yeah, not a fan of that. But the Japanese version, you can beat it fully on normal, whereas the American version, you can only fully beat it on like very hard or whatever the hardest setting is.
Dang.
Yeah.
Gotta kill those rentals.
Yep.
All right, Jack, what's your next pick?
So my next one is, I'm going to go back to some of the Namco stuff that Darria was talking about earlier. Pac-Man Championship Edition. So I don't know who all played this on the Xbox 360 or if you've seen this in the arcade, but Pac-Man Championship Edition is awesome. Multiplayer Pac-Man, 4-player. I think you can find 8-player machines now in the arcades, but multiplayer Pac-Man, I was a little lukewarm about it when I first saw it, but after playing it for, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half with some friends, it got really heated, and people were coming up with some really clever ways to like just either bounce other people away from power-ups or into other ghosts or into other powered-up Pac-Men. It is a really great couch co-op, or not co-op, but a couch multiplayer game where you can get pretty heated pretty quick.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that game's a lot of fun. I love, it's like so crazy. It's a trip like when you play it. It's so in your face and fun. So great. 8-Bit Moss Play says, I make a killer margarita.
Cool.
Nice.
I would like to try it.
I
Bring
would
one
as
for Darria on the 11th. Cool. All right, Logan, what's your next pick?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go different kind of co-op, Fireboy and Watergirl, which I think I've also mentioned before. But this was a Flash game, and you could play it solo. You would control two different characters on screen that had different abilities to try to solve puzzles. But you could also play it local co-op, and it was one of those ones where one player would be operating WASD, and the other player would be operating the arrow keys. And you'd just be sitting at the same keyboard controlling characters from either side. And it'd be something, play at like lunch, in the lunchroom, or something on somebody's laptop. It was just a fun little challenging puzzle game you could play with your friends sometimes while killing time at school.
Cool.
That's
That
awesome.
sounds fun.
Yeah, it was.
Cool. All right, Darria, what's your next pick?
I'm just gonna say, skip me for a second because I'm gonna grab my little PS2 like CD case.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And look through those. So I will
Need to
be,
get some inspiration.
be right back.
All right. Well, I can go here. So I'm gonna go with Tecmo Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because that's like the football game that I played quite a bit multiplayer with people, and it was a lot of fun. Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, the hookup all the time. Occasionally Roger Craig. But just a lot of fun. Still probably my favorite football video game of all time. And again, I like poor Dr. No. He had never played it before, and we were playing, and he hadn't scored, and he was running like the length of the field. I know I've told this story before, but while Darria gets her thing, he was running the length of the field, and like he was gonna finally score at the very end of the game. Like the time had run out, so whenever he got tackled, it was over. And I literally tackled him on the 1 yard line to prevent him from scoring. And he got so mad at me, like started screaming and stuff. I probably should let him score, but I just couldn't. Darria, did you find your thing?
Yes, I did. And I'm trying to think, like, because a lot of these are, because we were young, like tied to like licensed things. So we have Hercules, and we have like the Sydney 2000 Olympics disc.
Nice. I love a lot of those Olympics games because they vary so wildly in quality from one Olympics to the next. Like you could have something like a decathlon, Activision's decathlon from like the Atari 2600 that is amazing, and then you get something like
Nagano Olympics for the N64.
Yeah, Nagano Olympics for the N64, which is just a steaming pile.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Lillehammer 94?
Did not.
I did my science fair project was off of that. I measured people's heart rates while they luged. I haven't played it since then, so maybe I don't know. I should see if it's not terrible or not. I think US Gold made it though, so it's probably terrible.
Yeah, probably.
But
as he like desperately gets pension. My God.
Cat Cam.
It's George.
Hey, George.
Oh, cool. All right, Jack. What is your next pick?
Oh boy. So I think my next one is, let's go back to fighting games. Soulcalibur. Like I know you and I, Break, have had tons of Soulcalibur matches.
The soul still burns.
Over the years. I think not just us, but like between when the Dreamcast came out and I think when I finally broke down and got a PlayStation 2, I think that game spent the most time in my Dreamcast over its life cycle. Something about that game, just its smoothness, the balance, the fact that you could get somebody that did not know how to play a fighting game at all could come in there and at least stand toe to toe for a few matches against somebody that was really good and skilled. Made it something that was easy for everybody just to kind of get into. So I have a really soft spot for that game, and I love playing that game face to face with somebody else. It's just a lot of fun.
Well, on the 11th, I'll welcome you to the stage of history, and we will all play Soulcalibur. Such a great game.
You're on.
That's the one, like I mentioned last time, that I wore out. I was so mad. Like I put it in and it wouldn't play. And I even called the like little support number in the booklet, and they're like, yeah, the GD ROMs are just, they're pretty delicate. I remember they compared it to tissue paper. It's like tissue paper, and if you just handle it just wrong, it won't work. But it worked because I bought another one because I wanted to play Soulcalibur so bad, because that's what all my friends and I were playing all the time. So
oh yeah,
So the soul
Joke's
still
on them.
burns. All right, Logan, what does your soul burn for next?
My soul burns for Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
That's a good burn.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I would play this on Wii with my brother, and boy, it was fun to goof around in that game with the weird characters. Though I think we oftentimes played as Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan because it was a great combo. And yeah, I feel we didn't really have that great of a handle on the controls, so I distinctly remember a number of times where we just like wall crawl, like the character just be walking into the wall and we'd be sliding along it, picking up studs, and we would like attack everything we possibly could to try and collect all the studs in the level. And boy, like that game was a lot of fun, but also there were a few levels that were not quite so good, like the pod racing level. Anything involving a vehicle. The controls were not great. But very, very nostalgic. Love the cantina too, running around and messing with all the NPCs running around in the lobby. Yeah, it's a pretty fun time.
Yeah, Lego Star Wars is fun and great multiplayer, like you said.
I'd say a large majority of those Lego games are awesome. Like the Skywalker Saga is like amazing, and so is the Complete Saga. But like, I would say 80-90% of those Lego games in general are really, really great multiplayer, especially if you got kids.
Yeah, for sure. Although my kids hate them, which is so weird because like every other kid I know loves them. So I was bummed because I wanted to play it with them. Oh, I know what I'm gonna put next for mine, but Darria, you're next. I just thought of a new one.
So I don't have like another one yet, but I did find out that I have N and M. So
those are the two most common that I saw when I worked at EB Games.
But
those are the best letters.
There's the Combat Racing.
There you go.
Atari Anniversary Edition.
Yeah.
There's the Space Invader ones I was talking about.
Sony's gonna come take this from you.
And then Tetris Plus.
Nice.
So
awesome.
Those are the main ones that I
physical
I played.
copy.
Yep. And then Pac-Man World. So
Oh wait, put it back up there. I zoomed out.
Oh. Hold on, I got it.
Yeah.
World.
Nice.
So
Cool.
yeah.
I love the props.
Well, it helps me remember too.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's fun to hold. It's fun to hold like the same thing that you held back then that also brought you joy. There's something about that's interesting. I talk about it in the video, but there's something interesting about that connection of holding not just another copy of it, but the exact same one.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, the one I thought of for my next one, and looking like probably my last one, is X-Men Legends 1 and 2 and Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I'm just gonna lump them all together because it's same time period. I wish they'd make another one of these.
It's the same game.
It's the same game. Yeah, it's basically the same game. They're all pretty cool. X-Men Legends 2 is probably my favorite one just because X-Men's my favorite, and Marvel Ultimate Alliance is great. Probably better, but X-Men Legends 2 is my favorite of those. And you can't play it on the Series X or any of the modern systems, I don't think. So it was fun being able to play those again on my original Xbox after I got that refurbed in the last year. But a lot of fun to play those local multiplayer together, and I still wish for another good one. There was didn't 3 come out a few years ago and wasn't very good? Was it 3 that was bad?
Let's see, it was 3. Yeah. 3 came out on the Switch.
Yeah, and it wasn't great.
That was the one Nintendo partially funded. Yeah, it wasn't fantastic. Honestly, Marvel Ultimate Alliance was trying to basically do what they did for X-Men Legends for just the Marvel universe in general, and it just that, and even the second one was just like, wait, who'd you throw into this one? Like,
well, and to be fair, I will be fair. Like, it is like it could have been tweaked. I mean, It was great because it was kind of a new thing in Legends in 1 and 2. But after that, it really needed some change in the formula to make it fun. Because if you'd already beaten those two, you'd put a lot of hours into that same situation. After Marvel Ultimate Alliance, I was pretty much ready to move on. But now I would, be okay with a new one.
I'll take another Diablo-like that maybe has some Marvel characters in it. That'd be fun.
All right, Jack, what's your last pick of the evening?
I think there is no doubt about what my next one is. It has to be Rock Band. Nothing can surpass. Like, I love Guitar Hero and what it has done, what it did to launch that genre of game. But Rock Band was, and forever shall be the plastic instrument game of my choice. And I think spending as much money as I did over the years compiling my music catalog in that game just cemented how much it really is my favorite couch co-op game. You guys came over last year and we had a blast playing it.
Oh, it was fun.
Sorry, Logan. I know you weren't able to make it, but Darria and Break were here, and like it's so much fun. Like it is. I mean, it's the ultimate. In my mind, it's the ultimate co-op game because you are just playing music together. And what more is being in a band than just like, playing games and having fun with each other?
And I will say it is the most fun to play with Jack. There's something about your no, seriously, there's something about your love of it that makes it like more fun.
It's infectious.
So, that was my favorite playing, because I've tried playing Rock Band without Jack and it's fun, but like playing Rock Band with Jack is like it's a whole different experience.
Nice. Yeah.
And I mean that in the best way. In no way am I trying to tease. It's like legitimately more fun.
Now I know I can get a little over the top
in the
with that
best
game.
way. Best way.
But it's a creative outlet.
Oh,
in
yeah.
some
You can
respects.
tell.
It's not really creative, but it's still just it's an outlet for me.
No, I feel like you play it the way it's meant to be played. Like that's how I would say. No, I'm totally being serious. It was so much fun last year, and we're gonna have fun on the 11th too, but not with that because I don't have the stuff. But
no worries.
I just realized that we're kind of doing the exact same things we were doing last year, right? Around this time, because we had the gathering last year that I wasn't able to make it to because I was shooting a film. And guess what's happening this year? We're having a gathering, and I'm shooting a film, but it's in the same place this time.
hopefully you're still able to have some fun, and your gaffer and cam can take some of the credit.
This time I'm going to be on camera, and I'm just setting everything up so that other people can go film.
There you go.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for what y'all are doing. But all right, Logan, what's your last pick?
I don't have any others on my list tonight. I didn't think of any. But
well, we ran out of time then.
I will. I will say though, I have a story about how much I like Tetris. Right.
Okay.
In game design school, I had a project where I was tasked to make an AI. And I'd already made like a bunch of your NPCs that wander around and attack people type stuff. So I was like, can I make an AI that knows how to play Tetris so you can play against the AI? And I actually made like a rudimentary neural network and built my own Tetris clone in Unreal Engine and trained it on my Tetris clone. So
That's really cool.
Against an AI bot that I created.
That's really cool.
That's cool.
That is
That's the first
awesome.
thing we're all gonna do on the 11th.
Build an AI tool that can play Tetris.
Yeah. Only Logan will complete. No, that's really cool, Logan. That's really, really cool. And Darria, I don't think you have another pick, but
I don't, but I do have one that I would like to play.
Okay.
Split Fiction. I've heard a lot of good things about that one, and I really, really want to play it.
For sure.
Yeah, I can tell you firsthand, it is amazing. Maybe at some point, because when you buy the game, you do get to give, like, you get a free pass you can give to somebody. I think I still have mine. I have to double check. I don't know if I gave it to you, Break. If I didn't give it to you, then yeah, Darria, I can certainly make that. I think the catch is we have to play together.
Yeah.
Like whoever you give the other version of the game to, you have to play together. Like they just can't play it on
she's not
their
down
own.
anymore now.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm down.
Wouldn't that be terrible
I'm
if like
down.
that happened though? Like, do you offer someone Split Fiction and they're like, "Oh, I have to play with you"?
Oh yeah, now JB in the chat saying, yeah, I was gonna try to give it to him, and then we found out, yeah, it doesn't really work like that. You have to play it with the person that you sent it to. So,
It's cool. That's cool though. No, that'd be cool. You guys could play
Yeah. That would be awesome.
for sure. Well, this was fun. It was really fun to talk about our favorite local multiplayer games in prep for the show or the get together coming up here next week. Holy crap! But again, we will not have a show next week in prep for the get together that's coming up. I gotta clean my house and get things ready, and there's like a film crew coming. I've gotta help them out getting crap in here, so stuff but I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. And also check out my NES video Friday at 5. Pretty stoked. Again, Fenris watched it because he's a collaborator on it, and he loved it, so I'm pretty stoked to see what everyone thinks of it. And Jack, what would you like to ride off into the sunset with tonight?
Man, I hope everybody has a great holiday weekend. Go shoot off some fireworks, come back with all your fingers and toes, watch a lot of soccer. It's the American thing to do now. So go do that,
America.
and maybe spend some time playing some games. I know I'm working through Deltarune Chapter 5. I'm almost done with it. Also playing, still playing through First Light and Mina the Hollower. I'm working on the fifth tower right now, so very
So
very
good.
close to. Man, it's a real rough start, but once you get like the first, I will say, like real power-ups, like you just kind of take off from there. But it's a real rough start.
Yeah, for sure. And Darria, what would you like to say?
I'm gonna say like just looking forward to the longer weekend and just having a break from this week. Yeah, just gonna try to play some games this weekend and just really just kind of
Well,
relax.
prepare for all the fun you're going to have in 10 days, because it's going to be a lot of fun. And Logan.
Yeah, so obviously gonna have a fun weekend. Shoot some fireworks, or go to a fireworks show, or do both. Gonna finish up building my NAS server, which is exciting, and also I may start moving my operations down into the house basement. So I may be appearing from a different back. Yeah, cooler. And I just kind of need to get get my stuff out of my bedroom, because sometimes it's just like not good to do everything in the same space.
It's true. No, there's benefit to that, because I used to have everything in my bedroom, and there is like some actual benefit to moving it out. So you'll enjoy that.
So very thankful to my parents for letting me move my operations down there. Temporarily name the production company out of my parents' basement, Productions.
Nice. the best ones start there. The best ones start there. But no, basements are great. I love basements. I'm in a basement right now. So, and you're all going to be in my basement soon.
Yeah. So my backdrop could be different next week, depending on how far I get. We'll see.
We'll look forward to seeing it. And we'll see y'all same time, not next week, but the week after on the game show.